Hello everybody. In this video we're going to be covering the vocabulary words for Unit 5 Week 1 of the 3rd grade Wonders curriculum. One of the words in this week's selection is admit. Say that word with me. Admit. When you admit something, you confess. For example, Josh had to admit to his mom that he got dirt on her clean sheets. Tell about something you had to admit. Okay, so let's write admit on one side of our card. And on the opposite side, write the definition, to confess. Okay, another word in this week's selection is barter. Say that word with me, barter. When you barter, you trade things for other things without using money. For example, Amy likes to barter or trade parts of her lunch with Kim. What is another word for barter? Okay, write barter on one side. And for the definition, write to trade things for other things without the use of money. Okay, another word in this week's selection is considered. Say that word with me, considered. If you considered something, you thought about it carefully before making a decision. For example, Marta thought carefully as she considered which tomato to buy. Name something you considered doing. Okay, write the word considered. And for the definition, write thought carefully. The next word in this week's selection is creation. Say that with me. Creation. A creation is something you make. For example, Elena admired her creation in art class. Tell about a creation you made. Let's write creation. And for the definition, write something that has been made. Okay, the next word in this week's selection is humble. Say that word with me, humble. When something is humble, it is not big or important. For example, my grandfather's house is humble, simple, and plain. What is the opposite of humble? Okay, so let's write humble. And humble, we can write not proud. Okay. The next word in this week's selection is magnificent. Say that word with me, magnificent. Something that is magnificent is very beautiful and grand. For example, Mr. Jacobs took a picture of the magnificent canyon. What is a magnificent place you know? Okay, write magnificent. And for the definition, just simply write grand. The next word in this week's selection is payment. Say that word with me, payment. A payment is what you paid for something. For example, Mom gave our neighbor payment for the vase. What do people usually use for payment? Write the word payment. And for the definition, write what you paid for something. Okay, and the final word in our story this week is reluctantly. Say that word with me. Reluctantly. To do something reluctantly is to do something unwillingly. For example, the goat stepped reluctantly down the steep path. Show how you would raise your hand reluctantly. Okay, right, reluctantly. And basically, it's in a way that is not willing. You're not willing. Okay, so that was the last word in this week's selection. So until next week, I will see you soon.